in life as in death. Today I will be reading meditations, scriptures, and chanting psalms, thus linking Beatrice's life with the 2,000-year-old tradition of Jewish culture. Psalm 121, a psalm of David. Esa'inai el heharim, mayayin yavo ezrim, ezrim em Adonai ose shamayim va'aretz. Ayenum shomrecha, ayenum shomrecha, Hinei lo yanu velo yashan, shomer Israel. Adonai shomrecha, Adonai silcha ariyun yumenecha, oyamam hashemesh lo yechecha, ve'areach belayla. Adonai yishmorecha mekora, yishmor et nafshecha. Adonai yishmor zecha yovoecha, ma'eta va'ad olam. I lift my eyes unto the mountains, from where will my help come? My help comes from Adonai, maker of heaven and earth. Adonai will not let your foot give way. Your guardian will not slumber. The guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. Adonai is your protection, a guardian at your right hand. By day the sun will not strike you, nor the moon by night. Adonai will guard you from all harm and guard your life. Adonai guards your going and your coming, from this time forth and forevermore. Amen.
Amen.
It is my great honor today to take part in the remembrance and celebration of the life of Beatrice Charney. Beatrice was a person that I did not know, but by talking with the family, visiting with them, she has come to life for me, a person that I never come in contact with. Beatrice leaves behind many friends, many loved ones, all pieces of a mosaic. Each of you here today are a piece of that mosaic, and when that great artwork is completed, the full picture is viewable. Beatrice was born on December 15th, 1913 to Gussie and Isidore Damashek in New York City. She came from a large, devoted family, as most of the people did in New York, who came from across the Atlantic to seek a better life. Her parents gave her that life. Growing up in New York, she met many friends, many people she loved, many people she held dear to her. One of those in particular was Jack. Through card sessions and games and everyday interactions, she began to grow fond of him, someone she knew for some time. Eventually that fondness blossomed into something more, and they married each other in 1942. They remained happily married for many years, having 3 children, Lynn, Sandy, and Randy, who were very close and very loved by her. She was faithfully married until 1970, when Jack was suddenly taken from us. Even after that time, she remained close with him, and he remained in her heart. Gina is also a person to mention. Even though Gina is theoretically, biologically not family, she remains in Beatrice's heart as one of her own children. With her family, she loved shopping, she loved crosswords, and playing card games, especially Pan, something she continued to do and I'm sure was just excelled at. Another thing I mentioned that the family had told me was besides games, she also enjoyed working. She seemed to pretty much work until the last end of her life, being a dedicated worker. If she was at home, she'd have to find something to do. So she was always out, employed, helping someone to organize their life. She was a people person, always around people, always in interaction with them. One of her great prides and joys was her family, the people that she dedicated most of her life with. One special person to mention that I would like to take note of is here today would be Maxwell the Bulldog, who is someone who was dear to her as well. During the later part of her life, she began to slow down. Dementia began to take hold of her mind, robbing her of thoughts and links to her family, but those are always in her heart, even though we may physically think that she does not know us. She died peacefully in her sleep. She didn't want her family to be there to have to go through the pain of her parting. She wanted to go with dignity. She wanted to go in peace. However, that family linkage is still here. It still survives. Her brother Dave, who could not be here with us today, of a blessed age of 97, is still here with us. And her sister Nancy, who is in her late 80s, who could not also be with us today. Also mention her sister-in-law Zelda, her sons-in-law John and Byron, and a host of just innumerable friends, relatives, nieces and nephews, in every life that she had touched.